Hi, my name is Maja. Welcome to my channel and to this practice for the Paradise Bird. Let's begin by simply arriving to the mat, not just with your body but also with your mind. So sit in a cross-legged position or maybe on your heels, whichever is best for you, and gently close your eyes, directing your attention inwards. And first take a few conscious breaths, feeling the breath in your body. And also feel your body on the mat, feel the weight of your body. Feel the weight distributed between the different points of support, between your sitting bones, your knees, your legs. Feel the weight of your hands on your laps, on your knees. And relax your shoulders, your jaw, your throat. And observe, how does your body feel right now? How does it feel today? How do you feel? You can take a quick scan of your body, observing any parts that are calling for your attention. Maybe there's some tension, some pain. And see if you can just allow it to be. It's just an observation. You don't have to do anything about it. And also, maybe there are other parts that are not calling for your attention. They are there. Nothing much is happening. But when you direct your attention there, maybe you can find some relax and comfort. And make a decision with yourself that for the time of this practice, you're going to be busy, your mind will be busy, participating in the practice, and everything else you're leaving out of the mat, and you will come back to it after you finish. Okay. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes and sit on your heels with your knees apart. The knees can be on the mat width apart. And on the inhale, bring your chest out, bringing your shoulder blades together. Look at the ceiling, opening. And on the exhale, round your back, bring the chin to your chest. And inhale out. Exhale, round. And this is the same like in the cat and cow pose in the tabletop. So the whole spine is working together with the pelvis, right? So inhale, the tailbone pulls back and towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your pelvis. Inhale out. Exhale, round. And one more time. And exhale. Okay, come back to center. Now put your hands on your shoulders. The four fingers are in the front and the thumbs are in the back. And let's make a few circles with your elbows in the air. Circles as big as you can. The elbows first go to the front, then up, and then to the back. So these are the movements that are opening your chest. And really think about bringing your shoulder blades together when you're in the back. Maybe bringing the elbows together when you're in the front. And moving them towards the ceiling when they're up, right? So as big as possible, we want to tap into the full range of motion in your shoulder joints. Okay, and relax. Now bring your hands together behind your head, interlacing your fingers. Your elbows are pointing out. Okay, and on the inhale, open your chest, looking at the ceiling, lengthening the front of your body. The elbows are not closing, they are all the time in the same position. And exhale around your back, bring your elbows together. Inhale out and exhale. When you inhale, try to really bring the elbows as wide as possible. Okay, and the last one out. And back in. And come back to center. The hands are still on your head. And the elbows are still wide. And now we are going to twist, only using the body muscles. Right? So this may be a little bit more difficult than all the other twists that we are doing in yoga. Just a few times. Really also pulling with the elbow to the back. And the next time you're on the right side, try to stay here for a few breaths. Shoulders away from the ears. The right elbow pulls you to the right side. And when you are here, bring the right hand down on the mat, maybe on the mat, and the left hand on the right knee, on the right lap, deepening the twist. Look over the right shoulder and push against the left hand to deepen the twist. Okay, and come back to center. Bring your hands back on your head, and now twist to the left side. First, hold here. Elbows wide, shoulders away from the ears. And bring the left hand on the mat behind you, the right hand on the left knee, on the left thigh. Look over the left shoulder, deepening your twist. And come back to center. And if you already feel tension in your feet in this position, you can change to sit with your legs crossed. And bring your right arm over your head, bend your right elbow, and try to clasp your hands together behind your back. Opening your chest, lengthening the right arm, bringing the left shoulder down, both shoulders away from the ears. If you can't reach your hands, you can use a belt. You can use a yoga belt or even a belt that you use for your pants. And let's stay here for a few breaths. Inhaling, filling the chest with air. maybe intensifying the sensations a little bit. And with the exhale, there's more and more space. Okay, and slowly release your hands to your knees. And let's take a moment. Sometimes the most happens after you exit the pose. So again, direct your attention inwards, feeling the effect. Maybe now you can feel the tensions releasing, letting go. Okay, and the other side, bring the left arm over your hand, bend the left elbow, and bring the right hand behind your back. Try to clasp your hands together. And relaxing your breath, deep inhale. Also in this pose, lengthen the back of your neck by bringing the chin backwards. And the chest is open, shoulders away from the ears. And release your hands, bring them to your knees, and again let's take a moment to experience the effect of the pose. Okay, and now bring your feet on the mat width apart and raise your hips up for a deep, wide yogic squat, Malasana. Bring your hands together in front of your chest and your elbows against the knees, opening your hips. You can close your eyes, open your chest, again lengthen the back of your neck, bringing the chin backwards. And you can take a little scan of your body. There's a lot happening in this pose, so feel your feet, your ankles, your calves, definitely your hips, and the whole length of your back, the lower back. Allow the inhale to expand your belly to all directions, also expand your lower back. And how different the upper back feels when you open the chest. Okay, and bring your hands down on the mat and move the weight of your body from right to left a few times, maybe also bringing the knee to the floor if you can. And make it a precise movement without rushing. Okay, and let's go back to center in Malasana. Now bring your right shoulder against the right knee and the right hand. Extend the right hand as far as possible and bring the left arm up towards the ceiling, looking at the ceiling for a Malasana twist. And you can stay here, or you can wrap your right hand around the right leg and bring the left hand behind your back. Also, again, try to clasp your hands together, or maybe even you can grab your left wrist with the right hand, because our point here will be to try and extend your elbows behind your back, which will open your chest even more and bring it up towards the ceiling, looking at the ceiling. Deep twist. Okay, and release. And let's go to the other side. I'll keep changing my position. So now the left shoulder against the left knee. And first bring the left arm out as far as possible and the right hand up towards the ceiling, looking at the ceiling. This is already a deep twist. So you can stay here, or you can wrap your left hand around your left leg and bring the right hand behind your back. This side may be different than the other one, so see if you can maybe grab your wrist or just clasp your hands and still try to extend your elbows behind your back. This is our target, to extend them. Obviously, you don't have to have them extended if that's not available for you yet. And looking at the ceiling. Okay, and release. Come back to center with your hands and raise your hips up, bringing your feet under your hips. For a forward bend, first bring your hands to your elbows. Your legs are extended, and just allow the weight of your head, of your body, to pull you down towards the mat, taking a little rest from those intense poses, making space for more. Okay, and bring your hands to the mat, or maybe on your calves, wherever you can reach. And bend the right knee, extending the left leg. And left knee is bent and the right knee is extended. The other side. Feel the whole length of the back of your leg. And alternate a few times, spending as long as you wish on every side. Okay, and extend both of your knees. Bring your hands now on your shins or on your laps, wherever you can reach, and raise the body up so that it's parallel to the mat. The top of your head pulls towards the wall in front of you, and the tailbone pulls towards the wall behind you. You're lengthening your spine, and feel into the back of your legs again. Probably also the lower back. If you don't know if your body is parallel to the mat, then it's really nice to use a mirror for that. Okay, and let's go back to the forward bend. And now bring your hands on your calves and I want you to actively pull your body towards your legs, your chest and your forehead towards the legs. Also moving the weight of your body more to the front, to the toes, really lengthening the back of your legs. Okay, and release. Now you may use a yoga block for your hands if you are not really reaching the floor with your hands, whichever height you need. So check what works for you. And from here, bring the right heel towards the right glute. And again, we want to actively pull the body. So bring the left hand on your left calf and actively pull the body towards the left leg. The right hand is helping us remain stable, balanced. And we can really feel into the left leg working. Okay, and let's come back with the left hand on the mat. Bring the right foot down. And the same, bring the left heel to the left glute, the right hand on the right calf, and actively pull your body towards your right leg. And bring your left foot down. Okay, and now bring your feet a little bit wider than the hips. Bend your right knee. Bend your right knee. And again, try to bring your right shoulder against your right knee, as close as you can, so that you can bring your right hand behind your back. Again, wrap your leg and bring the left hand behind your back. And again, clasp your hands together or grab your left wrist. And the same like before, in this pose, we want to extend the elbows behind your back, opening the chest, looking at the ceiling as much as you can. And you can stay here or also try to extend the right knee. Really active and intense pose. Okay, release. And let's do the same for the other side. So bend the left knee first. Bring the left shoulder against the left knee. And wrap around your left leg. Bring the right hand into the back. Try to grab your wrist or clasp your hands. And again, extend the elbows. Opening your chest to the ceiling, looking at the ceiling. And maybe also working on extending your left leg. This is an extra, so it's perfectly enough if you're already here. It's very intense. And don't forget to breathe. We don't want to fight against the body. Okay, and relax. Bring your hands down. And step your left foot back, bringing the left knee down to the mat. And first spread your feet wide, spread your legs. So the right foot is in front and the left knee goes as far back as possible to find your deepest range of the lizard pose. You can use again a yoga block for your hands. Support your hands maybe 2 yoga blocks, because we want to also hold the body upright. And allowing the hips to just fall towards the mat. Okay, and slowly bring your hip back over the left knee and your right foot under the right knee. Okay, and tuck your left toes. Now again, see if you need the blocks to support, or maybe you can reach the mat. And we are gonna extend the right leg and go back 8 times. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and bring the right knee together with the left. And now let's step the left foot to the front. And first, find your deepest range, allowing the right knee to slide back, bringing the left foot as much forward as possible in the lizard pose. Yes. And also raise your chest up, bringing more weight over your hips and allowing the hips to fall towards the mat. A lot of intense poses today, so be gentle. Also control the depth of the pose. If it's too much, then adjust. We want to love our bodies and not fight against them. And bring your hip over your right knee and your left foot under the left knee. And again, your hands on the mat on both sides of the leg or on the blocks. Tuck your right toes and extend the left leg 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and bring your left knee together with the right. Tuck both toes and raise your hips up for downward facing dog. The knees may be bent at first. Your tailbone is pulling towards the ceiling like in the cow pose. And extend your left leg, bringing the left heel down. And bend the left knee, extend the right one. And you can alternate a few times. And maybe also try to bring both heels towards the mat. Again, directing your tailbone up, like in the cow pose. And bring your right foot between your hands. Step the left heel on the mat. The right hand stays down next to the right foot. And raise the left arm up to the ceiling, looking at the ceiling. Okay, you can stay here, or you can bring the right hand in front of the right leg, deepening the twist. You can use the elbow and the shoulder to press against the right knee, right leg. And you can stay here, or you can go even deeper, bringing the right hand under the right thigh, wrapping around your leg, and again grabbing your left wrist or clasping your hands behind your back and opening your chest up towards the ceiling, trying to lengthen, extend your elbows behind your back. Obviously, if this is too intense, you can stay here. This is already very intense as well. Okay, and let's go back to the front and step the right foot back for downward facing dog again. And take a few breaths. Relaxing your breath, making space for even more. We're almost at the end. Okay, and bring the left foot between your hands. Put the right heel on the mat. The left hand stays down, and bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. Look up at the ceiling, shoulders away from the ears. Okay, you can stay here or bring the left hand in front of the left foot, deepening your twist. And there's one more option. You can bring the right hand behind your back, maybe grab your left thigh. And also bring the left hand behind your back, grab your wrist or clasp your hands and extend your elbows, looking at the ceiling, directing the chest up. And release. Bring your hands back on the mat and bring both of your knees down. Sit on your heels. Bring your forehead on the mat and your hands next to your feet. Relaxing for a few breaths before we step into our final pose. Okay, and raise your body up, tuck your toes, and raise your knees up for a forward fold, bending your knees, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, raise your body up for standing position. And before we do the paradise bird, let's also do one more exercise, because apart from twisting and lengthening your hamstrings, we also need balance to stay in the pose. So think about the 3 points on your foot. Under the big toe, under the 5th toe, and your heel, right? So it's like a triangle. So think about these 3 points on both of your feet and imagine that they are like magnets and you want to bring them all together. Bring the 3 points on the right foot and the 3 points on the left foot closer to each other, and then releasing. This is called Pada Bandha. So activate and release. This maybe will raise your the arches of your feet, or maybe actually just observe what is happening when you think about bringing those 3 points together. Which muscles activate? Probably some very deep muscles. Okay, so let's remember about Pada Bandha. So this can be very helpful when you are standing on one hand and you're really activating your foot to be stable. Sorry, not standing on one hand, standing on one leg, right? So we're gonna need that stability. Okay, so let's bend forward, bend the right knee, and same like in one of the positions before, bring your right shoulder against the right knee and wrap your right hand around your leg, bringing the left hand behind your back and clasping your hands or grabbing your left wrist. Now raise the right heel, going on the right toes, moving more and more weight of your body on the left leg. Yeah, and actually we want to put all the weight of your body on the left leg. And I'm bending my left knee so that it can carry the whole weight and raise my body up for the standing position in the Paradise Bird. So in the Paradise Bird, again, we want to extend the elbows behind your back, opening the chest, and obviously maintaining your balance. And only if you can find your stability, you can try to also extend your right leg. But here is already very intense. And slowly bring your right foot back down and release your hands. Bring them to the front. You can grab your elbows, release the body weight down. Taking a break, relaxing after the pause, and making the space for the last one. Okay, so bend your left knee, bring the left shoulder against the left knee to bring the arm behind your back, wrapping your leg, and clasp your hands or grab your right wrist behind your back. Raise the left heel and bend the right knee, raising your body up slowly for the Paradise Bird. On the other side, your right leg is firm and strong. Think about Pada Bandha, activating your foot, and also thinking about extending your elbows behind your back, and maybe trying to extend your left leg out. A few more breaths in this pose. And slowly bring the left foot down and release your hands. Bring your knees down to the mat, sit on your heels. Put your forehead on the mat, your hands in front of you. For Balasana, child pose. And use the pose to relax your breath, winding down. With every breath, you become calmer and calmer. With the inhale, feel your belly filling with air, expanding to all directions, expanding towards your lower back as well. And more relaxation, slowing down with every exhale. Okay, and raise up. Bring your legs in front of you. To lay down on your back. For the final relaxation in Shavasana, extend your legs, bring your arms alongside your body, palms facing up, and the feet gently falling to the sides. Relax all your muscles and taking time to integrate the same way like we experienced during the practice, that sometimes the most is happening after you exit the pose. So now experience what's happening after you exit the practice. Your body, your nervous system coming back to its natural state. Everything coming back to its place. Or maybe coming back to a new place, a little bit changed after the practice. Everything you have to do is just to allow it. And wherever you are, come back with your attention to your body. Slowly starting to move again. Turning your toes and your fingers. Making bigger movements with your ankles, with your wrists. You can bring the arms over your head, stretching. Massaging the whole length of your spine until you raise up to a seated position with your legs crossed. Bring your hands together in front of your chest, close your eyes, and let's take the last moment of the practice, connecting with the gratitude for your body, feeling gratitude for everything it does for you every day, carrying you through life. and also for everything you've experienced together today on the mat during practice. And I thank you for practicing together. Namaste.